Have you ever reviewed a company's financials and thought, everything looks good on paper, but something's not adding up? You're not alone. Because the truth is, numbers only tell part of the story. Behind every strong quarterly report or healthy balance sheet are factors that can't be found in spreadsheets. We're talking about leadership, strategy, culture, brand power. These are qualitative factors, and they play a massive role in shaping equity value. Today, investors and analysts are paying closer attention to the intangibles. Sure, metrics like PE ratios and revenue growth matter, but they don't explain why one company outperforms another with similar financials. Now here's where qualitative insights come in. Let's dive in. Let's start with what many investors consider the X factor: management. Strong leadership keeps the lights, and more importantly, it sets the vision, drives innovation, and navigates uncertainty. It's often the reason companies adapt and grow, or fall behind. Take Apple. Its turnaround under Steve Jobs wasn't just a financial story, but a masterclass in visionary leadership. Investors didn't just buy the products, they bought into the people running the show. It doesn't matter whether you're evaluating a startup or a blue-chip giant, understanding who's at the helm and how they lead gives insight into the company's future and not just its present. Next up, competitive advantage, or in simpler terms, what makes a company stand out. This could be anything from a patented technology, a household name brand, or even a global supply chain that's hard to replicate. When a company has a true edge, we can safely conclude it's thriving. Think about Amazon. Sure, it started with books, but what really makes it untouchable today is its logistics empire. Warehouses, same-day delivery, and a web of supply chain magic that most competitors can't replicate. It's not the products that keep Amazon ahead, it's the infrastructure humming behind the scenes. That's scale, that's reach, that's an advantage. And investors notice, because durable advantages often translate into consistent profits and pricing power. Two things that drive long-term equity value. Then there's the big picture factor, industry trends. No matter how solid a business is internally, the landscape it operates in matters. Being in the right industry at the right time can accelerate growth and investor interest. Let's look at Tesla. Beyond the headlines and market hype, its value is deeply tied to a broader trend, the global shift toward electric vehicles and renewable energy. That tailwind matters because it sets expectations not just for the next quarter, but for the next decade. So if you're evaluating a company in fintech, biotech, or clean tech, strive to understand the momentum behind the industry can help you see where the value is heading, not just where it's been. Now here's something out of your expectation: corporate culture. Yes, the way a company treats its people can shape its performance more than you'd think. High employee satisfaction tends to lead to better retention, stronger collaboration, and a culture of innovation. Case in point, Google. Its employee-first approach has been widely studied, and not just as a simple feel-good story, but as a strategic advantage. Because when people are engaged, they build better products, attract top talent, and help push the business forward. Expand your mind beyond the ping-pong tables and flexible hours, and start thinking about how these organizations build workplaces where people want to stay and can thrive. So, what's the takeaway? Numbers matter, just not the way you think. Behind every line item on a balance sheet is a business, a team, a strategy, and a story. When you factor in the qualitative alongside the quantitative, you get a fuller, smarter view of a company's value, where one that helps you make better and more informed investment decisions. Because in the end, investing isn't just about what a company has done, it's about what it can become. Get bullish about learning.